Good evening and welcome to Sports Source. I'm your host, Jack Duffy.
Thanks, Ryland. Clark Central comes into this game struggling, holding on to a 2-19 record, heading into their final 4 regular season games. A big reason behind their struggles is the inability to score on the offensive end. Kicking off this series with a 6-5 win on Thursday after a huge 3-run home run from Fernando Gonzalez. Last night's victory was a perfect start to the series for a Bulldogs team that has been lackluster in conference play, as you mentioned, Win. But a series victory over Arkansas could go a long way in building momentum to finish the season strong. Clay, I'll start with you. Does Georgia have what it takes to knock off South Carolina and continue its run at perfection in conference?
Thanks, guys. As we mentioned earlier, tonight is youth night here at Clark Central High School. We're using it to promote youth basketball opportunities and their significance in the community. The kids get in free, and they're getting announced before the boys' game. I'm here with Chris White.
Turn our attention now to the track, as Ellie Hall, one of UGA's track and field leaders, gets set to compete in the annual Spectowns and Torrin Lawrence Invitational. Wynn Andrews got the chance to talk with the runner to discuss the upcoming event.
Thanks, guys. Clark Central assistant coach Cheryl Pass knows a thing or two about Carla Johnson's coaching style, as she was a player under her when she was a Gladiator from 2002 to 2006.
Joining me now are my analysts Claire Chen, Clay Witt, and Destiny Hartwell to make picks on which former Dogs they believe have the best chance of donning the green jacket come Sunday evening. In this segment, we call Dogs in the Hunt.
Thanks, Clay. It certainly has been an emotional month for the Georgia women's tennis program, who lost Lily Kimball, a former standout player, recently this month. I spoke with the team after their final non-conference match to learn how they're honoring her life and legacy this season. Before Georgia women's tennis cruised to a 4-1 victory over Georgia Tech on Sunday at the Dan McGill Tennis Complex, a moment of silence was held for former Bulldog Lily Kimball. A former standout for the women's tennis team from 2011 to 2014, Kimball passed on February 5th, 2023. In her time at Georgia, she recorded 197 wins, including a school record 22 straight doubles victories in 2012. Head coach Jeff Wallace says she will be missed.
She's a damn good dog, is the way I guess I'd say it. And, she still holds a record here at 22 straight doubles wins with Maho Kawase. She was an amazing teammate, fun player to coach, and just an incredible person. We're just so sad she's not with us.
The Bulldogs are honoring Kimball's legacy with tributes like the moment of silence before Sunday's match. But more importantly, they're looking to dedicate this season to her with their play on the court. In its first event since her passing, Georgia made it to the finals of the ITA Indoor Championships, beating 3 top 25 teams in the process. Coach Wallace said he was impressed by his team's play in their second-place finish.
We had a great tournament at the indoors, obviously getting to the finals there. It was our 9th final that we've played in, so I was really excited with how much our team has grown, through that tournament.
Georgia's victory over Georgia Tech this past Sunday capped non-conference play. Coach Wallace said the victory was thanks to great doubles play and some tenacity from sophomore Guillermina Grant, who earned the match-clinching point for the Bulldogs after facing 5 set points and battling through a tiebreaker in her singles match. Grant says her mindset changes when she falls behind in her matches.
Yeah, today I saved 5 set points in the first set and then had to fight. Didn't play my best, but I was just playing for my team, trying to do the best I can, trying to also, I knew if I won the first set, there was big chances that Mai could do great in her singles, so just trying to do whatever I can to help the team.
The next time the Bulldogs take the court, it will be against a conference opponent. Coach Wallace knows the level of talent the SEC has to offer, but is taking things one day and one match at a time.
I'm not going to look too far ahead. I'm just thinking what we need to do the next 2 days to get ourselves ready to have a good week of practice before the SEC season starts.
Reporting for the Carmichael Sports Media Institute, I'm Jack Duffy.
Georgia's next match will be at home at the Dan McGill Tennis Complex against Arkansas on March 3rd. Back to you, Clay.